Tierra the gardener here, and I got a nice little note from my HOA saying I need to replace those dead trees in my front yard. So of course, I come to my favorite nursery and get completely out of control. Have a look.
Bought by fast food company Wendy's, who sells $8.5 billion. Wendy's now surpasses Burger King, which had sales last year of $8.4 billion. Both Burger King and Wendy's, however, have struggled to keep up.
Oh, and there's a tree in the trunk too. So back at the house, I went on ahead and dug the 2 holes. I had some ladybug compost mulch or compost to help to feed the trees with, and I'm going to plant them before this rain comes. Whew, here we go. Tierra the gardener here, and today we're going to plant our trees. If you're wondering why I'm wearing different clothes, it's because last night the bottom fell out here in San Antonio. And so I had to wait until a nice clear day to go ahead and get these trees planting started. Here are my 2 holes. And on the other side of my driveway. Let's have a deeper look at them. So last night I went through and dug up the old dead tree that was in my yard before. It used to be a sycamore, and I guess the drought took it to town, or my neglect, one of the two. And so I dug up the hole and cleared out all the weeds and the debris. I did the same thing for the hole over here. I planted a Mexican buckeye, but that just did not take. So I dug up the hole, removed the majority of the weeds, and now we're going to go plant a desert willow and a John Fanix peach tree. These are all the trees that I bought at the nursery yesterday. This is called a bird of paradise. Check out those yellow blooms there. I like that a lot. That little one is a desert willow. This is a John Fanix peach tree. John Fanix owned Fanix Nursery and passed away a few years ago. Look for a deeper history on him in an upcoming blog post. And here's something interesting I saw there called a fruit cocktail tree. So apparently, let them tell it, there are 5 different kinds of fruit grafted on to one tree. In tree grafting, essentially what you do is attach one node from another fruit plant onto the stalk of a main fruit plant. For example, in this fruit cocktail tree, we have nectarines, peaches, apricot, plums, and I think that's about it. Look for more information about grafting in an upcoming blog post. So what we're going to do next is, today, we're going to plant the Fanix peach tree.
Hi.
How you doing?
Good. How you
And a desert willow. Usually, I'm a big proponent of put it in the ground and see what happens. But what we're going to do today is follow the label instructions, because you're looking at about $200 worth of trees. And I'm not going to let anything come to chance and getting these things in the ground and getting them going. Now then, one big campaign running around here in Texas is that fall is for planting. But I need to get these trees in the ground ASAP. So, we're going to plant them in what is late March and hope that we have a fair to mild weather until about June, July. And then hopefully make it through the summer here in Texas. May I have to try again this summer? Maybe. Will that mean like another video? Definitely. So let's get started. I just realized something. During the summer, my front yard bakes in the afternoon sun. I'm not going to be able to plant those 2 peach trees in the front yard because they'll die from the heat exposure. So what I am going to do is plant the bird of paradise and the desert willow in the front yard because they thrive and love this Texas heat. I'll probably find some place in the backyard for the peach trees. And I'm really sad about this because I want to plant them in the front yard. But, you know, that's okay. It happens. As gardeners, we all make great mistakes. Alright, now it'll be a whole lot simpler in the long run. So, thankfully for that. Let's get started. Alright, I'm going to dig my hole about 2 feet wide for a desert willow. and at least a foot deep. Halfway fill that up with this ladybug compost, which is amazing, and do the same thing for the tree on the other side. A good rule of thumb is to plant it, dig your hole twice as wide and twice as deep, because you want to fill the hole with some good compost, so you can avoid shock, or try to mitigate shock as much as possible. So let's let it over.
You'd be so nice to come home to. You'd be so nice by the fire, while that breeze on high sings a lullaby. You'd be all that I could ever desire, under stars chilled by the winter, under an August moon burning above. You'd be so nice, just like paradise, to come on home to and love. You'd be so nice to come home to. Oh, you'd be so nice by the fire, while that breeze on high sings a lullaby. You'd be all that I could ever desire, and under stars just chilled by the winter, under an August moon burning up above.
And there you have it, tree planting. Simple as 1, 2, 3. For now, I'll be sure to put about a gallon of water down on these bad boys a week. When I leave for Alaska, I'll probably put some tree stakes down, little tree stakes food things, and that's be about it. Tune in for next time. We'll be planting those 2 fruit trees, and until then, happy planting. Thanks so much for watching.
You'd be so nice, just like paradise, to come on home to and love.